What is Star Wars Battlefront 2 still missing? And the answer to that is not much more, to be honest. The game has done a great job at making the comeback I'm sure you hear everybody talk about. But I have been planning this for a while because realistically we could sit there and say we want Mace Windu, we want Savage Opress, we want Supreme Leader Snoke. We could name all these heroes and go on and on and on. The whole Jedi Council, if you want to do that. We could name loads of planets like Coruscant, like Mygeeto, like Utapau. But realistically, where would I stand and where would a lot of you stand with this game's future now? Will support continue after 3 years of launch come this November? I don't know. I talked about in my last video how disabling crystals for those who own the Celebration Edition could suggest a slowdown on content. But with that, we're yet to see any proof. However, what would I be satisfied with now, and what do I think the community would pretty much be satisfied with, minus a few disagreements here and there with the rest of this content? I'm going to name everything today, and I feel this is very reasonable. So we're going to start off with no stats screen, and this is the only one on the list that I'm going to say no to, because I just feel at this point the game's been out for so long, although they claim to be tracking our stats, which I do fully believe, I just don't see the point of adding a stats screen now, nearly 3 years since the game's initial launch. There's no point. And I only added that one in there because I know people are going to ask where it is if I miss it out. I just don't see the point. It's gone this long without one. Why add one in now? But something I do feel that needs to be added to this game, and I think this is the biggest thing on the list, is private matches. I don't need to give you a rundown of what private matches are because we all know what they are. They were in Star Wars Battlefront 1, and it is incredibly difficult to get into a lobby with your friends where it's your friends on your team and your friends on the other team. There was supposed to be a feature added in September of 2018 where if you had 4 friends and you went into a hero showdown match, it would be 2v2 with you and your friends, but that didn't seem to get added to the game for whatever reason. However, I'm obviously looking for a bit more than that. The whole private match feature, 20 versus 20, Galactic Assault, Capital Supremacy games, this just really needs to be added, and I'd say that's number 1 on the list. I'm not going to be ranking these as I go along, but I will stress that that is number 1. Next is 2 more original trilogy reinforcements. Whatever these may be, it's irrelevant for this video, whether it's a Shadow Trooper, an X-Wing pilot, it doesn't matter. Just 2 more, so each era has had at least 4 reinforcements added to the game for their run of Capital Supremacy maps, and that's probably going to come this month in March, so we'll move quickly on from that. Only 2 more heroes I feel realistically will come to this game. Obviously Ahsoka and Ventress. Once again, I don't feel I need to give you a rundown of why these 2 should come. We know they're the 2 most requested heroes, we know Dennis has promised more female heroes, and everybody at DICE is understandably a bit obsessed with adding Ahsoka to the game, or just Ahsoka in general. The next one is Star Card Loadouts, which were recently found in the files, and I have been planning this before the February update, but there's a few things in here that I've had to change with that update going live. This is one of them which I've not had to change, but I'm a bit more confident about coming to the game. Just options to have different loadouts. One for HVV, one for Galactic Assault, one for Capital Supremacy, whatever your playstyle is. Allow us to have various different loadouts for heroes, for troopers, everything like that. And then skins, once again here, I don't need to go into depth as to which ones because I've got videos all over the channel covering them. But all missing hero skins, like Kylo Ren without a hood but with his mask on from episode 7, like episode 6 Luke, like a few of the missing Rebel skins, like the Ishi Tib for example. They're missing Imperial and Rebel skins from Battlefront 1, like the Shadow Trooper, the Shock Trooper, because the Shadow Trooper is in the files, so I feel like these ones should definitely be coming to the game just for that more variety. And then finally, skins for every hero and villain, maybe minus BB-8 and BB-9E. All the heroes are pretty much fine on skins now, and while there's some I'd love to see, I think we got to focus on the villains more. Battle Damage Vader, Hooded Maul, at least 1 robotic legs Maul has got to be in there. Palpatine, maybe with his Sith robes from when he's already deformed in episode 3, just because they'd have to get another voice actor in to do Senate Palpatine before he's deformed, and I just don't think that is likely at this point. But yeah, whatever skins for the villains, all of them should be having at least 1. Some in places like Darth Maul, like Palpatine, definitely 2. Once Scarif is added to Capital Supremacy, I want to see Felucia, Scarif and Agent Kloss all have available maps for Galactic Assault. The Galactic Assault update with those 3, that would really add something back to that mode, and I do confidently feel that all 3 of those maps would definitely work for Galactic Assault. If that somehow isn't the case, then we really need reasons why DICE. And then this one did change. I've had to change it since that February update. I was going to say 2 new weapons for each class because weapons just didn't seem to be coming, but they have, to be fair, added a new one for each class. So I'm definitely going to say 1 more weapon for each class. There's still a few more in the files that are unused. There's ones from Battlefront 1 as well. So I think then eventually with 6 weapons per class, which overall would be 24, is very fair. I'd be fine with that. And the final point here is just going back to maps actually with the Galactic Assault situation, just consistency of maps. And by that, like I already said, kind of with Felucia, Scarif and Agen Kloss coming to Galactic Assault, I also feel that Starkiller Base and Crate should be added to Capital Supremacy. I definitely think they could get Crate to work with some more environmental clutter on that first phase of Galactic Assault, which is going to be used, like some downed ATM 6s. Crate HVV can definitely happen. They could just do an indoor version. And I would say overall support the main 3 modes, that being Capital Supremacy, Galactic Assault and HVV, and Hero Showdown possibly. I can understand them maybe not supporting Strike or anything like that, so Extraction as well. Maybe add some maps into Blast, but I'd say just consistency of all the main ones as well. You could even do the Cloud City map for Bespin for Galactic Assault as well, so Bespin doesn't miss out. I understand Kessel would be a bit difficult for Galactic Assault, and I'm not expecting that, but a bit more consistency, especially those 3 Galactic Assault maps, the 2 missing maps added to the sequel era of Capital Supremacy, and Crate Heroes vs Villains. They're the big ones on the list. And if all 3 of those points were done, that would be consistent enough for me at least. But that is everything. Realistically, if you're going to go down in the comments section and put where's Savage, where's Windu, where's the whole Jedi Council, where's Padme and Bane, look, I'm just trying to be realistic here with the time this game's been out, the amount of content we seem to get, and what realistically I feel could be produced judging by past updates. So if you feel I've missed out anything that should be on here and makes total sense, please let me know in the comments section. But I would be satisfied if this is how we finished Battlefront 2 with all this content, no bugs, working milestones, because the milestones are annoying me like hell right now, but that's about it, I would say. All these things, which most of them, heroes aside, are pretty easy, or easier in comparison to what some people would be asking for. I think this is very fair. Well, thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time.